Hello and welcome to our third podcast in Advent from All Saints Church in Small Heath, and today we're going to be thinking about the theme of joy, and I'm joined by Vicky, who works for the Active Wellbeing Society, an organisation based in Birmingham. Hello Vicky.
Oh, hi there. Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thanks for joining me.
No worries.
I work with Vicky all the time because the Active Wellbeing Society work with us here at All Saints Church. But Vicky, just tell us a little bit about what the Active Wellbeing Society does in Birmingham.
I will try. We do a lot of things. So the Active Wellbeing Society is an organisation which works across the diverse communities in Birmingham to improve people's physical and mental well-being. And this can be from running and walking in the community, getting people together over a bike ride, a befriending service. We've got social prescribers.
Yeah.
We've got lots of services, but we also have a food team, which I'm part of.
Yes.
Because, trying to engage people and get people active and improve their well-being, they need to be fed before they can even think about something like that. So that's why the food team exists. And the idea is that we engage people by feeding those in need and engaging them in a journey to improve their mental and physical well-being. And so we have a great partnership here.
So it's an all-encompassing, umbrella, really, isn't it? That you're providing for people's needs on a variety of different levels. How long have you worked for the Active Wellbeing Society?
So I've worked with them for 2 years now. So I started as a cook in the team, in the cafe. In fact, here at All Saints.
I didn't know that. Okay, that's good.
I popped up a few times, but it was very low key 2 years ago.
It was.
We had a lunch once a week on a Wednesday, didn't we?
We did. COVID, I think COVID changed.
It changed everything, really. And so when COVID hit, we moved to takeaway only, which is not really what we're all about. We're all about trying to bring people in and build a community. And, like you say, it's very holistic what we do, rather than we've got a mask, here's your food, see you later. So, but we have been feeding a lot of people around here, and it's been great. But it's been even better since we've been able to bring them in to sit down.
Well, I've been really pleased about the fact that, I thought, well, it might take some time for people to change from just merely coming to collect food to coming to sit down with other people. Some of whom they probably don't know, but actually. People have been coming in to eat together in the church in sort of large numbers, really, which is, it's really, really lovely to see, I think.
Definitely. I think before COVID, numbers were 10 to 15 on a good day. I know we'd only just started, now, it's 30. Some people, you can see the joy in their eyes. They can't believe, we welcome them in. Here's a 3-course meal. There's some mental health support. You need signposting to some help with your utility bills, because we're working in partnership with Mind as well, and the Disability Resource team as well.
Yeah.
So.
And I think that's been one of the joys, actually, that from the church's point of view, that our relationship with the Active Wellbeing Society has been a catalyst for other people to come. Other people have come along and sort of seen there's some really good things happening, and they've wanted to contribute to that. So it's kind of gone from very humble small beginnings to a really comprehensive service that we have here. But before the Active Wellbeing Society, you worked. You were working for a big company, weren't you?
I was. I have a maths background,
right,
and I've worked in corporates and businesses, as well as being a chef for 7 years abroad. So I've got the food background.
Yeah.
and I've got the business planning background. But I mean, I just, it's nice to be able to make a difference. And I've always wanted to, but I didn't have the confidence or the knowledge of what can I do that uses my skills. So I took a year out and did lots of volunteering and ended up here.
So,
great.
which is a really great. It's a really nice story, I think, because I guess from working in a corporate environment to a very hands-on environment with people in need is very, very different. It wouldn't be for everybody, clearly, but it's something that you love, clearly. Anybody that knows you would know that you absolutely love working in this environment. And I guess, as well as bringing you, and the theme this week is joy, as well as being fulfilling for you, working in this kind of environment is clearly fulfilling for you. We're fulfilling other people's needs as well, and not just the people that are coming to eat or cycle or run. Actually, we've even got people reading. There's a reading group as well. But you have volunteers as well. So you must have a lot of volunteers actually thinking about it across your different areas of work.
Absolutely. So we actually have a volunteering team now, because volunteers are very different from employees. They're there for different reasons.
I do.
Yeah. And I think there's a lot of benefits for someone volunteering. We have people who are volunteering because they simply have spare time and they want to give back. And we have people that volunteer because, they've felt a bit adrift. They can be part of the team. And also we can feed people. There's lots of spare food that people can take home as well. And I think one of the privileges for working at the Active Wellbeing is because we have lots of things on offer. It's not just food. So if someone's in need, you could say, we've got the food, but there's a befriending line. You need a bike, well, we can hook you up with a bike group. And it's really nice to be able to do that in a time where everyone says, everything's so tight for money, and
Yeah, and sure, and I mean the austerity is going to continue, isn't it? And so it's really, really great that there is this service available. So I think kind of the word that springs to mind is transformational, really, and I think it's great that we're able to offer transformation in other people's lives, whether they're volunteering or whether they're coming as customers, service users, whatever you'd want to call it. But also those fulfillments for us as well, I think, those of us who are involved in providing these opportunities, there is a sense of fulfillment, and from fulfillment comes joy. Yes. So it's not always easy, but providing the services we've been talking about. But I think there is a fair measure of joy mixed into the offerings we're able to give to people. What do you think? Where do you think our sort of offerings may go in the future? Are there other things in the pipeline?
Well, our main funder is Sport England, and so for us it's about being able to feed people and get them active, so that's the big thing. But also helping people to eat more healthy and do cooking classes with them, because there have been recommendations to the government that these need to be on offer to people. And also to do communal cooking where people cook together, eat together. That would be wonderful to run those sessions. And also growing food. So taking over...
Oh yes, because we've not mentioned gardening. Yeah. We like gardening, don't we, here?
Well, we do. So it's been great that you let us get into that garden. I think it was like January this year. And we've been able to grow fruit and vegetables, bring people in to spend time in the space, and it's such a gorgeous garden, isn't it? Because you've got the backdrop of the church, it's a very safe environment as well.
It is. It's quite surprising, isn't it? Really, that the garden's there. You wouldn't necessarily expect to find a kind of enclosed, safe kind of green space here behind the church, and there it is. And so I know we could talk for ages more, but I think I just really grateful for what you do here and for what the Active Wellbeing Society is able to offer, and I hope that we just continue to be this wellspring of joy from All Saints. So I'm going to conclude my chat with Vicky now, but I'm going to just have a few questions to offer those of you who are listening about the idea of joy and where joy is in our lives, and where we might bring it to other people. So, Vicky, thanks for joining me. It's been lovely.
Thank you.
And no doubt people will see you here. And so here are some questions, not from me this week actually, but from Aubrey, who is a member of our lay ministry team. And he has given us a lovely quote from Scripture, firstly, from the book of Proverbs, chapter 3. Do not withhold good from those to whom it is due, when it is in your power to act. That's a lovely sentence to reflect on, so please do take that away and reflect upon it. But here are some questions, and actually we've got more than 3. We've got, I think, 4 and 1 challenge as well. So if you're ready, here goes. How do you find joy in helping others in need? Why do we feel good when we help others? Why is it important to serve others? How can you respond to God's call to bring joy to someone's life this Christmas? And Aubrey's challenge to us is, how can you focus on the joy of your salvation? What a lovely compilation of questions and things to reflect upon. And I pray this week that you may find joy by reflecting upon those questions upon the different areas of your life where they might be applied. And I pray that as the days now decrease before the day on which we celebrate the birth of Jesus, that your heart may be increasingly full of the joy of his birth.